So this is a problem that has to do with the idea of a transformation. And if you remember what transformations are in graphics, those have to do with flipping something over or stretching it or moving it up or left or whichever direction you want. That's what transformations are. And in this case, we're talking about a reflection over the x-axis. Okay? So we have this shape ABCD, which you can see here drawn in the figure. And we're told that ABCD is reflected over the x-axis to these new coordinate points, which were not shown in the picture. And the question is, what are the coordinates of A with this little apostrophe over it? Okay, what are the coordinates of A apostrophe? So it means even though we're thinking about this whole image right here flipped over the x-axis so that now it's down here somewhere, okay, and it's going to look like, I don't know, like something along these lines. We don't care about the entire image. All we really care about is A, so we can just focus on that particular part. If you see A right here, and we're going to flip it over the x-axis, think about what that is doing to these coordinates. Is the x-coordinate going to change? What you're doing is you're taking this A coordinate and you're kind of doing the mirror image. So you're just moving it down here to a new place. But if you see, that's not changing the x-coordinate at all. The x-coordinate is the same as it used to be. What has changed is the y-coordinate. So we can narrow down the list a lot just based on that idea. When you flip something, when you reflect it over the x-coordinate, the x-axis, you're not actually changing the x-coordinate at all. You're just doing a mirror image here. So the x-coordinate starts out as 6. It's going to end up as 6 too. And that means I can rule out several of these. Oh, look at that. I can rule out all of these possibilities just based on understanding how that transformation works. And we can double check this too by saying, well, if I flip it over the x-axis, the y value should just be the negative version of itself. And yeah, that works too. You see, the x value is unchanged here at 6, and the y value has become negative 4 instead of positive 4. So that's how we do a transformation. Now, if instead you were told that it was reflected over the y-axis instead of the x-axis, that would just be the same sort of thing, except you're sending it this way. And another type of reflection, there's 3 reflections that you might see in these sorts of problems. You have over the x-axis, you have over the y-axis, and you have something called over the origin, or sometimes it's called across the origin. And what across the origin means is you're doing both an x and a y flip. Okay, you're taking an image, which is over here, and you're flipping it diagonally over here, which, in other words, first you flip it over the x-axis, and then you flip it over the y-axis to get it over there. So it means you change both coordinates, not just one or the other.